Back to my YouTube channel. Before we hop in this video, I want to say if you guys haven't seen my video I posted on just randomly talking about random things, I need you guys to go check that out. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much, and let's just get into this video. You guys is going to be a little bit more serious, and it's going to be just spreading awareness, you know, pretty much. This is a story time, but like I said, it's a more serious story time. This is about the time where I wasn't invited, you know, to a group of individuals' house, all because I think of, you know, I believe it was because of my sexuality, you know what I mean? And it's crazy to have to say that, you know, in this day and age, but I always want to spread awareness, and I always want to talk about issues that are important, or issues that, you know, have affected me, or that I've been through, you know what I mean, just to help anyone else out, no matter what I've gone through. Like I said, good or bad, I always try to tell you guys, you know, how I'm feeling, what I'm going through, how it made me feel, you know what I mean? Just because I feel like it could help a lot of people out there, you know what I mean? And it's just important, and I just feel like I need to stand up and speak for what I believe in, you know what I mean? Because like I said, if you stand for something, or fall for anything, you know what I mean? That's kind of how I like to put it, and I just really think it's important for me to speak up and talk about this issue and talk about my experience with this, you know what I mean? Because like I said, I feel like it genuinely could help somebody out. But yeah, I'm just gonna hop right into this. This happened, I want to say maybe 2015, 2016. This was like a while ago, you know what I mean? And I remember I was with a group of my friends, and we were coming back from somewhere. I don't really exactly know where we were coming back from, and the group of friends that I were with, they had been hanging out with these group of guys, you know what I mean? I knew who these guys were, but I never, like, met them face to face. Like, I never was around them when my group of friends were around them, you know what I mean? Like, I just never met these guys before, you know what I mean? I knew who they were, but I never met them. Excuse me. But, so we were coming back. I don't even, like I said, I don't know where we were coming back from, and the group of guys wanted them to come over and hang out, and they were like, okay, we're down with it, you know what I mean? And I remember the group of guys had called one of my friends, and I could kind of tell off of the vibe that, you know, he was kind of asking, like, oh, who's all with you, you know, because she said all of our names, you know what I mean, who she was with. So I knew they were asking, like, who were they with, which, I mean, that's not nothing weird at all. That's not nothing out of the ordinary or strange, so I didn't think anything of it at first, you know. And I claim to be so stupid, you know what I mean? I always say that I'm stupid, but I know when I put two and two together, and I can kind of understand what someone's saying or what someone's getting at. So one of my friends say, yeah, he's with us, you know what I mean? And she's like, alright, call me back. So I asked, I was like, were they asking if I was with you guys? They were like, yeah, mind you, these guys have seen me, I'm sure, before on, you know, my friend's Snapchats and all those things, you know what I mean? And I just kind of knew why I probably wasn't going to get invited, you know what I mean? So I asked, and then she was like, you know, I told them who they were all with, who she was all with, my friend, I don't know if you guys got that. She had told them who she was all with. And, they never called back. So, right there and then, I had already assumed that it was because of me, you know. Of course, they didn't want the gay guy around, the gay boy around them, you know what I mean? Because it's like, what other reason would it have been? It wouldn't have been that, you know, maybe they didn't know me, and of course they weren't going to let me in, but I knew why I wasn't invited, you know what I mean? And it sucked at first, you know what I mean? And, you know, it kind of made me just realize, like, damn, like, people are really like this, you know what I mean? And will really, you know, discriminate you for being who you are. And of course, like, it didn't hurt my feelings, because like I said, I don't know if I've talked to you guys about this before. You know, I have been called every name in the book growing up, you know, in regards to my sexuality and who I am as a person. People would talk about me all the time, so that's not nothing new to me, you know what I mean? That's not nothing new when someone has a comment to say about who I am, or who, you know, none of that bothers me, you know? That didn't necessarily hurt my feelings. It necessarily hurt my feelings in the regards of, it's just crazy people get treated for being different, you know what I mean? And it's crazy that, you know, people don't even try to give you a chance. They just automatically judge you. Now, Like, he's not coming, you know what I mean? And I always want you guys to know this, like, no matter who you are, no matter how different you may be, no matter what color your skin is, no matter what sexual orientation you are allowed to be whoever you are. You know what I mean? And if people judge you for that, and if people discriminate against you towards that, and if people don't understand that, then they're not meant to be in your life, and they're not meant for you to get to know. You know what I mean? Those just, maybe that was a way of just telling me these aren't the type of people I want to get to know. You know what I mean? Just because you judge me off of who I am as a person. You know what I mean? Versus wanting to get to know me. So like I said, we didn't go over there. Obviously, my friends weren't gonna just leave me. You know what I mean? I don't even know. Like I said, I don't even remember where we were coming back from. But obviously, they weren't gonna just leave me and go over there. So, and that was kind of like the first time. Like, yes, like I said, people have talked about me in middle school and high school and judged me and said any name in the book towards me. But I've never had to experience. Obviously, until now, I never experienced just not getting invited somewhere all on the count of my sexuality. You know what I mean? Which is so crazy to me, and it's so crazy to even say, you know what I mean? But it's okay, because you want to know why? It has taken me so long, you know what I mean, to be comfortable with who I am, and to love myself, the good, the bad, the indifferent, you know what I mean? It has taken me a while to get here, and I've went through a lot of just self-finding, and I'm not to say I'm still finding myself, you know what I mean? But it has taken me a while to just be comfortable with who the fuck I am, regardless, you know what I mean? And it's okay, you know what I mean? It sucks, trust me, it does, and it makes no sense to me that people get judged for just being who they are, you know what I mean? I would rather someone judge me just for my actions and how I am towards people and the type of person that I am versus the way that I was born, you know what I mean? And that's just how I feel. That's my opinion about it, you know what I mean? Everyone's opinion is different, but I'll never forget that time I didn't get invited, you know what I mean? Even when I still see these guys on social media, I'm just like, wow, you guys are like really shitty for that, you know what I mean? Really shitty, because I don't understand why I wouldn't have gotten invited, you know what I mean? Like I said, these guys have never met me. I'm sure they have seen me on my friends' social medias and Snapchat and things like that, but they've never even like physically met me, you know what I mean? And I wasn't invited, you know what I mean? Which, it's so stupid, and like I said, it really genuinely speaks to their character. It isn't. If anyone ever discriminates against you, it's not you. I don't ever want you guys to feel like it's you. I don't ever want you guys to feel like you did something wrong or you're the issue. You're not at all. That person that discriminated against you and judged you and talked about you and belittled you, it's a reflection of them. And that's really what I wanted to say, and I really had to let that out and let you guys know that. Don't ever feel like you're the problem or you're the issue or it's your fault. It's not. It's a reflection of who they are and what they stand for. You know what I mean? And yeah, so like I said, I didn't go over there that night. I wasn't invited. You know what I mean? And that's okay. You know what I mean? I don't mean to laugh, but it's just so stupid to me, and it's so childish and immature. You know what I mean? To be that way towards, you know, somebody, which that can be a whole other video for a whole other day. But I'm really speaking to people, you know, in the LGBTQ plus community, or anyone in general, you know, that watches this video or that's going to click on this video or clicked on this video. Love who you are, inside and out, good, bad. You know, yes, we're all a work in progress. Yes, we're all trying to work on ourselves, but you still have to love yourself, the good, the bad, the indifferent. You know what I mean? Love all your imperfections, love all your flaws. You know what I mean? I know that might sound so corny and so cheesy to say, but it's I'm always going to preach that, and I'm always going to stand by that and put that out there and tell you guys that, because I think it's so important to just truly love yourself. And if people don't like it, who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's your life, and you can live the life that you want to live, you know what I mean? And if people decide to judge that, and if people don't understand that, then that's on them. Like, it's okay, that is on them. It has nothing to do with you. It is not a reflection of you. I don't ever want you guys to feel like it is a reflection of you. It is a reflection of them, okay? Period. I don't care what it is. You know, I always say this, as long as you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourselves, live the life that you want to live, you know what I mean? And like I said, if people decide to judge that, and if people don't want to invite you places, or if people don't want to get to know you and just want to judge you off that is on them. It's not a reflection of you at all. I feel like that's also so important to say, because I know a lot of people, I know me, when I've been in situations like that situation, it did make me feel at first like, you know, I'm not the problem. Like, what the fuck did I do? You know, why me? But it's not. You know what I mean? I went home. Of course, I was a little upset. You know what I mean? And it just took me time to really just think about it and process it all. And you know, at the end of the day, it's a reflection of them. It's not a reflection of me. I know the type of person I am. I know I have a good heart. You know what I mean? Am I a perfect person? Fuck no. Do I make mistakes? Hell yeah. You know what I mean? But if people don't want to get to know me and just judge me off the bat and just for whatever reason, you know, that's on them. It has nothing to do with me. It's a reflection of them. And that's always what I want to tell you guys is that it's not you, it's them. Another thing is, it's so important to have good people around you, you know what I mean? Because I know they easily could have left me. My friends could have easily left me. They could have went to their house, you know what I mean? But they didn't. You know, and it's important to have good people around you that genuinely support you, that genuinely aren't going to judge you, and no matter what anyone says, they're not going to leave your side, they're not going to abandon you, they're not going to do any of those things, they're going to stick by you through thick and thin. Sorry you guys, I can't fucking speak. If you're new to my channel, I'm sorry, I cannot always speak. But yeah, it's so important, like I said, to have those type of people around you, and you need that, you know what I mean? Because like I said, my friends could have easily left me, they could have easily forgotten me and went over and hung out with those jerks, you know what I mean? But they didn't. So yeah, it sucked, you know what I mean? It's something I never had to experience until obviously now I'm telling you guys this story. But I mean, it happened for a reason, and it only made me stronger, you know, and it only made me love myself even more because, like I said, and I will say it again, if people aren't going to love you for who you are, and they're not going to accept you for who you are, and they're just going to judge you right off bat without even giving you an opportunity, even giving you a chance, even trying to get to know you as just a human being, that's on them, and fuck them. You know what I mean? I know that might sound blunt, but I'm just always going to try and be honest with you guys, you know what I mean? But yeah, I didn't get invited, and honestly, it just was a reflection of them. Yes, it hurt, and I know stuff like this happens all the time, and it's not okay, and it shouldn't be okay. Everybody should be invited. Everybody should be allowed to feel accepted. Everyone's allowed to be who they are, and should feel accepted, and should be accepted for who the fuck they are, period. It doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter who you are. None of that should matter, you know what I mean? As long as you're a good person, or as long as you're trying to be a good person, and you aren't hurting anyone, you're not hurting yourselves, then I feel like everyone should be excited. I feel like everyone should be invited, and everyone should be accepted. That's just my opinion, and I will always stand by that. Granted, everyone has different opinions. Everyone might feel different, you know what I mean? But this is just personally how I feel. But I will always, like I said, I will always stand up and speak up for these issues, and speak up when I go through certain things, because I know that it could help somebody, or that it could inspire somebody, or, you know what I mean? Like, I've never fully talked about this with anybody, you know what I mean, other than you guys, you know what I mean? You guys get the exclusive, you know what I mean? And it feels good to let this out, and just to talk to you guys, and just let you guys know, like, how that situation made me feel, and what I learned from that situation, and how I grew from that situation, you know what I mean? Which is why, like I said, I will always speak up, and I will always just share my life and share my experiences, good, bad, and different, you know what I mean? Because I feel like you guys deserve that, and you guys need that from me, you know what I mean? You guys need something, or you guys need someone to set the example, you know what I mean? Or to show you guys what not to do, or what not to do, stupid ass shit, you know what I mean? I feel like I just need to let that all out and share all that, you know what I mean? Whether people judge me for it, or whether people are going to talk about my videos, or what I decide to talk about my videos, I don't know. You guys need that. I feel like I owe that to you guys, to sit here and just tell it all, good, bad, and different, you know? But always, you guys, you know what I mean? Always just listen to me as best as you can to this. You're perfect. You know what I mean? You are amazing. You are everything in this world that you can be. You know what I mean? The sun, the moon, the stars, you deserve it all. And if people aren't going to accept that, and if people don't love you for who you are, and if people aren't going to accept you for who you are, I don't care if it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a brother, a sister, a mom, a dad, friends, I don't care who they are. If they cannot genuinely accept you for who you are, and the type of person that you are, cut them out of your life. You know what I mean? They're just not meant to be around. And I know that sucks, and I know that might sound harsh. You guys might be like, what the fuck? Like, I can't cut that person off. But you gotta do something, or set boundaries. You know what I mean? Something has to give, or something has to happen. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I feel like personally, and I will always stand by this, everyone deserves to be accepted. Everyone deserves to be loved. I don't care who you are, where you come from. None of that matters to me. And it never has, you know. Don't ever feel like you need to fit in. That's another thing I want to talk about. Don't ever feel like you need to fit in. Don't ever feel like you're weird for being who you are, or you're different. Who cares? You know what I mean? Just imagine if we were all the same. That would be so boring. We would all get so tired of that. I know I definitely would get so tired of that. Everyone's different. Just imagine if there was just imagine if there was only one soda, one type of soda. That would be so boring. You know what I mean? We would so get tired of. That's why there's a variety. There's different, like, just like there's different people in this world, and we all deserve to be accepted, and we all deserve to be loved. And I know that might sound weird comparing it to sodas, and I don't know. I'm weird with examples, but everyone deserves to be loved and accepted. You know what I mean? Even if, you know, no, I didn't get invited. You know, but why would I want to go over there anyway? Even if, why would I? You know, they clearly didn't want me there. I'm glad I didn't go. You know what I mean? Just imagine if I did end up going, then it would have been probably awkward as fuck. You know what I mean? And just not a good situation. So I'm glad I didn't go. You know what I mean? Did it suck? Did it hurt my feelings for a little bit? Yeah, I did. You know what I mean? But I had to learn that it's people aren't going to accept you. You know what I mean? And if they don't, fuck them. You know, they're not meant to be in my life. It wasn't meant for me to get to know them. They obviously weren't meant to get to know me. You know what I mean? And that's kind of how I have to look at it. That's what I want you guys to look at it. No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, your sexual orientation, who you are as a person, if people cannot accept that, they don't need to be around. Period. Just wanted to really just sit down and talk to you guys about this subject and really just let you guys know that it's okay. It's not okay if people don't accept you. That's fucking shitty, and it is a reflection of them. I never want you guys to think it's a reflection of you. I don't care what anyone has to say. I don't care what they try to use against you, put you down, make you feel little in, make you feel like you're different. They're not meant to be in your life, you know what I mean? You continue to be you. You continue to do what makes you happy. What genuinely in your soul makes you happy, you go do that. And I will always preach that, and I will always send that out, and I will always put that message out to you guys. I don't care what anyone has to say. True happiness and inner love is what's so important. You know what I mean? And, you know, if people aren't going to accept you, you know what I mean? That it's just shitty, and that's just how some people are, you know what I mean? And it fucking sucks, and it's just not fucking okay, and it's disgusting. But you continue to be great, and you continue to have love in your heart, and you continue to be as positive as you can be, and you just continue to keep growing and being the best person that you can be, and loving yourself unconditionally, no matter what anyone has to say about it. I don't give a fuck what anyone has to say about it. You continue to do you. But I'm gonna go, you guys. I love you guys so much. I hope you guys like this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if you've ever experienced anything like this. I would definitely want to know, because I want to know you guys' story as well. I love you guys so much. Continue to be who you are. I love you so much. I will always, like I said, I will always come down here and be honest, no matter what topic it is, good, bad, and different, because I feel like you guys deserve that. But I'm gonna shut the fuck up now, you guys. I love you guys so much. Continue to be who you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.